We all feel negative from time to time. Even us spiritual people that have had these spiritual awakenings, it's not all love and light and positivity. That's unrealistic, and that's what you call toxic positivity. So we still have moments where we feel negative. And the key I have learned is just having the tools so that you know what to do when you're in that negative emotional state. In my younger days, I had no tools. So when I was in this negative emotional state, I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was pretty much living a life where every day I was just thinking and feeling negatively. And so once I learned the tools, then it's like, okay, when I'm in a negative state, I know exactly what to do. So I'm going to share 6 effective things that you can do when you're feeling negative that has really helped me become a much more happier and positive person. So the first thing to do is to work with it. So what I mean by working with it is identify what the emotion is. Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling anxiety, fear, shame, guilt? What's the emotion that you're feeling? And do emotional inquiry. Ask yourself, why do I feel like this? What caused me to feel like this? What triggered me? By working with it and digging into it, you can find out the root cause and where you actually need healing. And the other thing is allow yourself to feel the emotion as well, because feeling is healing. Feeling is how you process the emotion and release it. A lot of people don't sit with their feelings, and instead they distract themselves from it. They distract themselves with alcohol or drugs or other people or scrolling social media. And by distracting yourself from the emotion, you end up suppressing it in the body. So you can just sit with it and allow yourself to feel it, to process it. Now, the second thing that you can do is journal it out. Now, journaling is a great tool that you can use because it's a great way to just dump your negative thoughts and negative feelings onto paper. And by doing that, it actually clears it out of your system, out of your body. You feel so much better just by dumping it onto paper. And then by the end of that, you walk away feeling more positive. And so journaling is also great because you can just be as open and carefree because no one else is going to be reading it. So you can just be honest and let everything out. And it sounds like it's something that's just so simple, yet it does make a huge difference. I've walked away from a journaling session feeling like I just had a therapy session. And again, you can use emotional inquiry as you journal. Why do I feel like this? And just write what comes up. That's what I do. I just literally write whatever's popping up in my mind and that and put it onto the paper. And if a question pops into my mind, why did this trigger me? I write that question down and then I journal to that. So it's another great tool that you can use to do some digging into yourself to find out what's causing you to feel negative and where you need that healing. The third thing that you can do is just simply consume positive content. So watch or listen to positive content. You know, there might be people out there that are inspirational sort of people that put out really great content. One of my favorites is Gary Vee. He puts out a lot of mindset type of content that's really practical. And just by listening to positive content and listening to people that are in a positive state will uplift you and make you feel positive also. And that is because energy is contagious. Everything is energy at the fundamental level. That's all it is. If you hang around negative people, you will feel negative. If you hang around positive people, you will feel positive. So if you're in that negative emotional state and you're like, man, I want to get out of this and just feel positive, just start consuming that positive content because, like I said, energy is contagious. So it's going to make you think and feel positive as well. Now, the fourth thing you can do is move your body. And moving your body works because what Tony Robbins talks about is you can change your emotional state by changing your physiological state. When you're feeling down, You know, your posture's normally like you're slumped over, your head's down, you're in this sort of certain type of depressed type of posture. And as long as you stay in that type of posture, you're going to keep feeling, negative type emotions. So simply by changing the way your body is can change your emotional state. So one of the things Tony Robbins talks about is standing in a powerful stance like the Superman or Wonder Woman stance and do some deep breathing for 2 minutes. And it's been scientifically proven that it will change your emotional state and also drop your cortisol levels. So that's one example of moving the body or changing the body. You can also have a workout. Like sometimes I like to, if I'm feeling angry, I like to have a workout and transmute that energy of anger and put it into something positive like a workout, because it really motivates me to go harder in my workout. And also you release happy chemicals in the brain, so you're going to feel better. So you could have a workout. You could just simply put your favorite music on and get up and dance, just moving the body. You could go for a walk, or even better, go for a walk in nature. Nature will uplift you as well. Nature has this really peacefulness about it, this calmness about it that like rubs off on us and makes us feel so much better too. So just by using your body and moving it or changing the posture of it can literally change your emotional state and make you feel so much better as well. Now, the fifth thing that you can do is meditation. Meditation is a great tool, and I talk about it a lot in my content because it really is the most powerful thing that we can be doing for ourselves, because we can use meditation in so many different ways for so many different purposes. So the way you can use meditation to deal with your negative emotions is, firstly, you can use meditation as a way to simply observe. Observe your thoughts and observe your feelings instead of trying to control them. Sometimes it's like, you might be feeling negative and you're like, I just want to feel positive, and you're trying to control your emotional state. But sometimes it might actually just help to just observe. By observing, there's less resistance. When you're trying to control, you create resistance. So just observe your thought patterns and your emotional patterns, because we have these thought patterns and emotional patterns that are basically unconscious programs. We spend most of our day running on unconscious programs. So by using meditation and observing your thoughts, observing your emotions, you can develop this self-awareness around yourself, and it can also help you to feel more positive as well. Another way you can use meditation, which is probably my favorite way, is by using meditation, as you close your eyes and you're disconnecting from the external environment, the focus goes on in the internal environment. And as you do that, your brain waves drop. You drop from beta brainwave, which is when you're awake and alert and aware, into alpha, which is the more relaxed state, and then you can drop into theta, which is the subconscious. When you drop in brainwaves, you actually end up dropping from your head and into your heart. When you drop out of the head, your mind goes quiet. You have no thoughts, and you just become pure consciousness. And then while you're in that state, you can also tap into elevated emotions like joy, peace, and gratitude so much easier when the mind's quiet. So when you come out of that meditation, you have these elevated emotions, you just feel good. And for the rest of the day, your mind will still stay quiet, like that negative inner critic. It shuts it up. So you can use meditation in those two ways to deal with your negative feelings and emotions. And the last one, number 6, is connection. Sometimes we just need a friend. We just need to feel connected to someone, and we need a friend that has like this caring ear, someone that can listen to us from a place of non-judgment, someone that we can just sort of vent to, because sometimes that's all we need, is just someone to talk to, and just someone that just listens. And it can just simply uplift us when we feel connected. It sounds really simple, but humans need connection. And when you're feeling disconnected, especially when you have those negative emotions, it can be really lonely and depressing. So reach out to someone that you trust. I wouldn't recommend just reaching out to anyone. Like, there's different levels of friendships. So I would only really go to those people that are close friends that respect you and value you. So those are my 6 things that you can do when you feel negative, and I really hope this video provided value and helped you. And if it did, let me know by just hitting that like button or write a comment. And if you like this sort of content, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. I hope you have an awesome day. Peace.